up?
What's up? You're a Muslim, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right, Mav, take it away.
All right, my brother, do you believe that Muhammad was a prophet?
Yeah.
Yeah. What makes you believe and know in your heart that Muhammad was a prophet?
Miracles,
Where?
prophetic tradition.
Okay, you're saying miracles. What miracles? Because in the Quran it makes it clear that Muhammad never performed any miracles.
Can you bring me a single exegete that holds their opinion?
I'm sorry?
Can you bring me a single exegete who interprets it the same way that you do?
A single exegete? I can bring you the Quran where it says that people were asking him why he did no miracles.
Yeah, the Quran mentioned that the part of his mission was to bring the Quran. Can you show me a single verse that says that he didn't do any miracles?
You want me to read the verse where people were asking him why he didn't do miracles?
No, show me the verse that says that he didn't do any miracles. Because according to the Quran itself, he did do miracles.
Oh yeah, where in the Quran?
I got you. Give me a second.
All right. So he's about to find us miracles in the Quran. So this might be nice to see. Oh, he's getting that. Hopefully, you guys all had a good day. All right, you got your miracles. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to chapter 37 of Quran, verse number 12 to 13.
You said what? You
go to where?
37, 12 to 13.
37, 13?
12 and 13.
All right. 37, 12, and 13. All right. 37, 12. 37, 12. Wow. Okay. 37, 12 says, but this is the place where it has the textual variant. But you wonder while they mock. And 37, 13 says, and when they are reminded, they remember not. That's what you're talking about?
Right.
Yep. So the word being used here is signs. And in the Arabic language, sign has three definitions. Either it's referring to the day and night, aka the natural turn of events, or it's referring to revelation, or aka the revelation of the Quran, or three is referring to miracles. Now, the reason why it can't be the two prior is for two reasons. The reason why it can't be referring to revelation is because it's referring to something that they see. And the reason why it can't be referring to day and night and the turning of the events is because they're mocking it and they're rejecting it. And those who don't affirm Islam, they don't reject the day and night and turning of events. So the only option is that this is referring to miracles.
Okay, so besides the fact that that's probably the biggest stretch of 2026 so far, let's look at the actual verses in the Quran that use the exact words, okay? Because wherever you got that explanation from, I would call them up and ask for a refund, my brother. Quran 6109 and 637 briefly, both specifically say, when people demanded signs from Muhammad, the response was that he is only a warner, not a performer of miracles. In 1020, it also says, why has a sign not been sent down from his Lord? Quran 13:7, you are only a warner, and for every people is a guide. Quran 17:90 through 93. Also, Quran 29, 50, and 51. Quran 11, 12, and 12.
Can you not shotgun?
They all make it clear that Muhammad is described as a messenger delivering revelation and never delivered any visible wonders.
Yeah, thank you. Now, regarding the verses that you quoted, where the people mention, why has there not a sign been given to us? If you bothered to actually read into the reason for revelation behind those verses, you would know that this is referring to a specific instance when the people requested a sign or a miracle, and God, or Allah, said that he would grant this miracle, but if this miracle was granted and they rejected, then pretty much calamity would befall them. So this was actually referring to. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm not done.
Even if that
I'm not done speaking. I'm not done speaking, brother.
You gave
I'm not done speaking.
That we allowed you to finish.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You're trying to lie about what the text actually
brother, I'm
says
not done speaking.
and the surrounding details. I don't care if you're done speaking. You're lying. Why are you lying? You think we haven't read the Quran?
What did I lie about?
that those were about specific instances where people said, "Why are there no wonders?"
Can you disprove me?
Those people were asking why Muhammad never did miracles. How many different verses did I give you?
Right, and these are all referring to one specific instance, and I gave you the reason. Because
So
if you
you,
open up
so
the,
then you
give me a
try to
sec.
play.
I'm not done speaking.
So then let's
I'm
go
not
to
done
the verse
speaking
that you
again.
did use. Let's go to the
I am
verse
not
that you
done
did use,
speaking.
then.
We don't let
Thank you so
Waffle.
much.
We don't
brother,
let Waffle,
listen.
bro.
Right. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and focus on what you did go to, because you actually were untruthful about that as well. Okay. If we go to 37:12, ladies and gentlemen, there are three different translations: the Pictol, Sahih International, Yusuf Ali. Right. Brother Glenn, the Pictol says, "Nay, but thou dost marvel when they mock." Sahih International, but you wonder while they mock. Yusuf Ali, truly dost thou marvel while they ridicule. Right? When we go to the next verse, and heed not when they are reminded, Sahih International, and when they are reminded, they remember not. Yusuf Ali, and when they are admonished, pay no heed. Tell me, brother Glenn, where do you hear anything about miracles, especially
you.
after that ad hoc explanation that he gave?
I
got you.
I don't.
Do I get to respond?
I was wondering what he was talking about. I was wondering what's a miracle in here.
I got
Yeah.
you guys. Good that you have me here so I can explain it to you.
Sure.
So notice how I got you. So notice how we've shifted from your argument because you knew that it was trash, and you're back to my position. And I would love.
No, it's not trash. Your explanation was trash.
You gotta control yourself.
No,
With
I am
respect.
controlled.
No,
Your
clearly
rhetoric,
not because
your rhetoric ain't gonna work in here, brother.
clearly not because you're not allowing me to respond. After you give an objection, with all due respect. Thank you so much. Now, the Arabic word being used in chapter 37 of the Quran, verse number 12, is ayah, and this word means sign. Now, I already gave you the exegetical totality of what it could mean. It can refer to three different things. Either it can refer to signs, or it can refer to the turning of the day and the night, or it can refer to verses. Those are the only three terms that encompass the meaning. Now, I gave you the two reasons why it can't be the two former, and it has to be the latter. Why it can't be the two former, I'll repeat it one more time for you. Why it can't be about the turning of the day and night is because that's not something that they reject.
So
they already accept the day and night.
Sorry, I want to clarify something.
Just let me land.
I want to clarify
Just
something.
let me
I
land
want to
first.
clarify something.
That's fine. Just
I
let
want
me
to.
land.
What word are you speaking about? You said ayah. What word? Like where in the
Ayah.
English text? Is it which one?
It will be sign.
So
sign.
you said 37:13.
The word ayah is found in 12.
So it says, "But you wonder." Are you talking about the word wonder here?
Yeah.
No. Wait. Let me 1 second.
What is Ajibta? Like what are you talking about?
14. 14.
30
14. This is the next.
37:14. Okay, let's go to 14.
Yeah. So it's 12, 13, and 14.
Okay.
There was the sign. Now can I continue?
Okay. So we're saying here, and when they see a sign, they ridicule. Right? That's what you're talking about.
Yes. Now can I finish?
Okay. Land your point.
Glenn,
Maverick, I'm not done speaking.
I know exactly who this guy is.
That's fine. You can let me
I know
speak.
exactly who he is. He's a pontificator, and he's just going to try
That's
to take over your stream.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
I am calm. I'm calm. I don't need you to tell me to calm down.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna continue responding now, and you're gonna take it in. All right.
No, I'm not.
No, the
Actually,
reason-
you know what, Glenn? Do here,
Brother,
You know
you're not
what,
gonna-
here, let's do this, brother.
you gonna
Let's do
panic?
this.
You're gonna
no,
panic.
nobody panics. The thing is, you're kind of pathetic. So here,
Brother, you're gonna let me respond. Stop panicking, man.
No. Because Glenn's audience deserves a real. They don't deserve your pontification.
Brother,
I know.
do you wanna let me
I know
finish
who you
responding?
are. Hey,
He's in
Muslim
panic mode,
apologetic.
guys.
Muslim apologetic. It's pathetic that you're trying to call smaller TikTokers thinking you're gonna get a
He's
report.
panicking. He's
Okay.
panicking.
Chill.
No,
He's already
nobody's panicking, and I'm gonna tell Glenn's audience exactly
There's
why.
there's no chill.
Your
There is me
pathetic-
responding
your
to the
bro.
argument
Chill.
you presented.
Hold on.
No, there's no
Because
chill.
again,
There's
you
me
wanna
responding
pontificate,
because you
and
said you would let
think
me
you're gonna
respond.
educate people. Do me a
If
favor.
you remember,
All right.
Hey, go change
said
your
you would
glove,
let me
brother.
respond.
All right,
Go change your
you'll
glove
come back
out.
in a little
Go
bit.
change your glove out. All right. Yeah, so here's the thing, Glenn. That you know who the Muslim apologetic is?
Yeah, I know him. That was him.
Yeah, that's him. He's got a bunch of different accounts because what he tries to do is he tries to call into different accounts. And now, because we owe a responsibility to your audience, I want to tell you guys exactly why he got caught in a lie. Okay, number one, he was trying to smuggle his conclusion into the word ayah and hoping that I didn't notice. But I talked to this clown before about this, right? Now, yes, ladies and gentlemen, ayah means sign, but and here's what's really important, and I want this clown in your bleachers to listen. The Quran itself tells us how that sign functions in each context, right? So what the Muslim apologetic doesn't get to do is he doesn't get to flatten the meaning and declare victory over that, okay? Now, in the passage that he was appealing to, which he didn't even quote properly, by the way, guys, the objection from the audience is not, we don't understand day and night, or we deny cosmic order, okay? Those are already accepted realities in the Quranic worldview and by the audience itself. Would you agree, Brother Glenn?
Of course.
Okay, so that the stupidity of trying to appeal to the alternation of day and night makes absolutely no sense, only in the mind of the Muslim apologetic. But the problem is, you don't get to reject something that you already accept, that the Quran already rules out, guys, okay? Now, secondly, he was trying to appeal to scientific or natural signs for the same reason, right? And this is why, I'm sorry, guys, when I catch somebody lying like that, I'm not going to allow him to pontificate over people, because this is what they want to do. They want to sit there and blast their rhetoric out, sounding like they're smart, and they're not, right? Now, the people, and I'm going to explain this because this guy doesn't know the Quran. He's a little snake, okay? He's a little viper. The people in the Quran that are demanding an ayah are asking for a validating sign that are tied to Muhammad's prophetic authority, right? Natural phenomenon that everyone already sees do not function as a response to that challenge, which is what I was going to say, and he knows that. That's why he didn't want me to start talking over him. But, ladies and gentlemen, and Brother Glenn, the Quran consistently shows people asking, why has no sign been sent down to him? It doesn't say, why does the sun rise and set, right? Which, again, notice how he didn't want to talk about, he didn't address any of those verses specifically. He just tried to give the ad hoc explanation of, well, those were each individual times. Well, damn, brother, how many times do people have to ask your supposed prophet about a miracle? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, does that make sense?
No, and
you know what I mean? So according to his his ad hoc explanation, the only option that's left that actually fits the context is that the ayah is the recited revelation itself, according to him, right?
Right.
And that the Quran explicitly says this elsewhere, so there's no ambiguity.
Right.
Right?
And,
Brother,
and
in those verses,
and
Mav, they say it clearly.
I'm just gonna say, like, you've spoken to him on this before. I was expecting to see, like, I don't know if I'm dumb, but I don't see a miracle here. I don't, like, what am I, like, I'm still confused.
No, there's not.
I'm still like, what am I supposed to be looking at?
There's not.
Like the word sign. Like, what about that is anything? Like, what am I like? He wasn't making sense to me, to be honest. Like what? No, what is this?
He wasn't. Listen, the thing, when you're Glenn, I'm telling you right now, when you're talking to these people, listen to the keywords that they always use, especially the Muslim apologetic. His things are the exegetes or the commentaries or the scholars. Notice what he doesn't go to.
The Quran.
What he doesn't go to, even when he thought he had cojones enough to debate Avery at Speaker's Corner, bro, he would sit there and his number one line is, "Well, I'm not a Quranist. I'm not a Quranist." Yeah, because you know your book is fraudulent. So you have to go to commentaries.
Oh
right?
My goodness.
He has to go to exegesis. He has to go to commentaries. He needs those. Let me tell you something. Sunni Islam, if the tafsirs and the hadith don't exist, their religion is done.
Yep.
Their religion is done.
Yep.
And mind you, the majority of their extra Quranic source material comes out centuries and centuries and centuries later. Now, mind you, these are the very same people who like to lie and say that the Gospels came out 3 centuries after Jesus' crucifixion, which is completely a lie. BS, but they don't have a problem going to Ibn Kathir. They don't have a problem going to Ibn Kathir, who came out, whose commentaries came out 700 years after their prophet passed away. Now, make that make sense.
Man, I don't know. It's the craziest thing, bro. Muslim apologetic, come.
Dude, yeah, don't. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Come again next time, man.
You do a great job, man. Don't let those guys pontificate over you, because that's all that guy is.
I got you. Yeah, thanks, man. Bring up the next guest, man. Y'all come up, brother Mav. Y'all coming up and jumping off. Brother Mav is here. Come up. And come on, make your case. You want me to bring him back up? He's still here.
Who?
Same guy. Apologetic.
Yeah, you bring him back up. We're gonna go from the miracles to the cave of Hira. Let's see how he handles that.
All right, but Muslim apologetic, come back up. S, come back a little bit, my friend. Come back a little bit. I'm Muslim apologetic. You're back.
Alright, can I now finish my points?
No, we're done. I already explained to everybody.
No,
how
no.
you were
Host accepted me. I don't know why you're getting involved. Host accepted
I'm
me to
getting
speak.
involved because you're here to talk to me. If
It's
you
not
don't
your
like it,
panel,
you
dude.
He's the one.
Can you respect the host?
He's the one. He's the one you're talking to right now. Apologetic. I let him talk to you. I told him
He doesn't
that
want to
you
talk to
beat
me
him.
now.
No, I told. If you remember,
You talk to me, Maverick?
I told him that he's gonna respond to you. So, yeah. So here,
Alright, good. So I get to respond, right?
finish your point that you were making. Let's see, because you were telling us that, because you said you're gonna show us a miracle in the Quran. So you brought us to ayah 14 of Surah 37, and was talking about this word. So finish your point there.
Thank you so much. Hopefully I don't get interrupted this time. And it actually lets me finish without panicking. So again, chapter 37 of the Quran, verse number 12 to 15, says that the disbelievers were shown an ayah, a sign. And after seeing this ayah, they turned away. Now, the word can mean possibly three different things. It can mean a miracle, it can mean revelation, aka the Quran, or it can mean the normal turning of events. I'm showing why it can't be the two and it can only be about a miracle. Here we go. The reason why it can't be about the day and the night is because that's not something that the disbelievers reject. They already accept that the day and the night. Therefore, there's no point of rejecting it. So it can't be referring about that. The second reason why it can't be referring to the Quran, because it's referring to something that they see and then they reject. The Quran is not something that they see and then reject. It's something that they hear. So that it can't be about revelation. So the only option that we have is that when it says ayah in this case, that it must be referring to a miracle because the other 2 points don't stand.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
Can you respond to that?
All right. So you're just telling us that the Quran talks about a miracle that they saw. Could you show us the miracle? Because that's what unless I'm tripping, Maverick. Unless I'm tripping.
So do you agree
That
that
you-
this verse is referring to a miracle?
No, we don't agree.
I don't.
Let him speak for himself. He can speak. He's intelligent.
No.
Go ahead,
You don't get scared. We're telling you we don't.
No one is scared.
Yeah,
Please,
you're scared.
let him
You're
speak
scared.
for himself because he already said show us the miracle.
We don't accept your response. So now what?
He admitted it's a miracle. He just
No,
said
he
show me
didn't.
what it is.
No, he didn't.
Just let him speak for himself.
He said if it's a
Maverick.
miracle, then show us the miracle. He didn't say that he accepted that it was a miracle.
Mav's right.
Sounds good.
Mav's
So
right.
respond to my no worries. Respond to my exegesis. Show me how I'm wrong. Go ahead.
No, what we're gonna do now is you finish your point, right? The host told you that you can finish your point. Before you came back up, I explained to Glenn's audience 100% how you were full of it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue on to your prophet. All right. Now, the foundational event of your religion.
Oh, he's gonna
the
move
cave
on.
of Hira. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
he's gonna dodge. He's gonna dodge. Host, did you see that by the way?
Nobody's dodging. I addressed your point.
Just pay attention how this is going.
We let you finish your point to get it out of your system so that you stop crying about it. Now
Do you
we're
guys
gonna
see
move
how
on,
this is going? By the
okay?
way, I need everyone to pay attention. This is important. Go ahead.
Okay, now whatever you say, brother. The cave of Hira. Okay, don't cry because you know what's gonna happen to you. The cave
Oh
of Hira.
no. I'm so scared.
Your prophet was in the cave meditating. Right? Explain to us what happened there.
I got you. Host, you paying attention to what's happening? You tracking?
Yeah.
You
So
right? He moved on.
He answered you earlier. You came up. You finished your point, but he had answered you before. So now he's moving on to a different point because he already answered you.
Oh no, he didn't because before when he dropped me, he strawman when I was off the panel. That's not
What happened in the cave of Hira, brother? If
There
I
we
ask you
go.
again, we're
There
just
we
gonna drop you and move on.
Sounds good. So now the host is clear that he moved on. I can move on, no problem. I'm here with you all day long, Maverick, no problem. Yeah, what happened is that according to the narration that we have found in both Bukhari and according to As-Sirah Nabawiyah by Ibn Kathir, he quotes an authentic narration where the angel Gabriel approached Muhammad, requested him to recite the Quran. And after that, the angel Gabriel informed him that it was angel Gabriel and told him, do not fear, I am angel Gabriel. And then after that, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and upon him, went back to Khadija and the event carried on.
Interesting. So your insinuation is that as the angel was in there, according to Sahih al-Bukhari, because I have read it and I didn't read the cliff notes like you did, when I read it, guess what didn't happen? Again, ladies and gentlemen, Glenn's audience, you know what didn't happen? That entity in the cave did not identify itself as Gabriel. What actually happened after he was squeezed to the point of feeling like he couldn't breathe, after running all the way home, after telling the entity that he could not recite, and the entity continued to make him recite, despite the fact that he told him that he could not recite, that he could not read because he was illiterate. He ran all the way home. He asked his wife Khadijah to cover him, said that he felt like he was possessed by a jinn. After that, Khadijah took him to her cousin Waraka. Waraka, a blind old man, said to him that this must have been the angel who spoke to Moses. Now, interestingly, there is no record of the angel Gabriel ever speaking to Moses. Moses communicated with Yahweh directly in the form of theophanies. So, lie and say that the angel Gabriel identified himself as Gabriel in the cave when the hadith do not say that.
Very good. Good question. You see, host, you see how I let him speak?
Go ahead and
Listen,
answer
I
him.
didn't interrupt.
Good. Go ahead, answer him.
Good.
I'll let you speak.
I'm gonna respond now, and he's not gonna interrupt. Let's see how long he's gonna last. Brother Maverick is assuming that the collection found in Bukhari must contain everything regarding the event. There is no argument for that, because we know that different collections can contain different parts of information, and as long as they don't contradict and are all authentically traced back to the Prophet, they are to be accepted. Now pay attention. According to Sirat ibn Hisham, in his telling of the story, which is the earliest Sirah that we have, he tells us about this event. He relays what we have of Bukhari, but he also tells us about the event where Angel Gabriel identifies himself and says, do not fear. And this found in Sirat ibn Hisham, and is found in the part of Revelation. And if you want a screen, I'll put on the screen for you now to show you. That's the first thing. Second of all, this is corroborated by other scholars such as Ibn Kathir, who also quotes an authentic narration regarding this. So we have authentic evidence. And just because it's not found in Bukhari, we do have in other sources. Just like, for example, when it comes to the synoptics, you can corroborate events based on different gospels. Just because one doesn't have it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So now, do we have other authentic sources such as Ibn Hisham attesting to Angel Gabriel identifying himself in Cave Hira? Yes or no? If you want evidence, it's available upon request. Go ahead, respond.
Go ahead.
So notice what he didn't do, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't answer the question. What he did was he immediately appealed to source material outside of his Quran that came centuries after his
You're
Quran.
using the Bukhari. What are you talking about?
Again, why are you interrupting? Why are you interrupting? Thank you. Even though what you said was 100% BS, I let you get it out. So now, let me show everybody how to handle people like you, okay? Your argument collapses, my brother, the minute that you apply your own standards consistently. And I'm going to show Glenn's audience how. You said that different collections can contain different details as long as they don't contradict and are authentic or along those lines. That's exactly the problem, because the material that you're appealing to does contradict the Quran's own framing of revelation and Muhammad's role, my friend. You keep appealing to these commentators, right? Especially Ibn Ashaq, as if earliest automatically means most reliable. My friend, it does not. Ibn Ashaq is not even a hadith collector, okay? He does not apply isnad criticism. 1 second, hang on, I'll call him.
I didn't even mention Ibn Hisham. What's going on about? I mentioned Ibn Hisham. Brother, come on. Like, what are we doing?
I'll let him continue with you.
One
But
second,
host,
Give me
you're
a second,
you're
give me a
tracking,
second.
right? Are we on the same page, host? You see what's happening?
All right, I'll speak well.
I just wanted to be honest, that's all.
What did you say, sorry?
I can see in your eyes, by the way. I can let you see it, but it's fine.
What did you say? Sorry.
I can
All right,
see
I'm back, Glenn,
that
I'm
you
sorry.
see we're on the
So
same page.
You're saying that, I'm sorry, I thought that you were appealing to Ibn Ashaq, but either way, even if you weren't appealing to Ibn Ashaq, it wouldn't matter, despite the fact that you like to laugh like a 13-year-old girl, because you are not properly applying isnad criticism the way that later scholars do, right? So if you're saying you didn't appeal to Ibn Ashaq, even though I heard you, so who
I
are
said
you
Ibn
appealing to?
Hisham, track.
Okay, great. And you think that because Ibn Asham states, supposedly, that Gabriel identified himself, how can you substantiate the chain of narration from Ibn Asham to Muhammad? And also, why would a later commentator be stating something that was not placed in your Quran?
In my dude, you literally referenced Bukhari, and I got your answer now. First of all, Maverick started by making the critique from Bukhari. So he already granted hadiths. And what do I do when I quote a hadith, just not the ones found in Bukhari? He says, oh, well, that's not the standard of the Quran. Are you okay in the head, Maverick? Are you sane? Can you please stop reading off ChatGPT and actually engage?
All right, brother.
I'm not done. I'm not done speaking.
Favor? Can you answer the question?
I am not done speaking. I am literally, I'm literally answering the question.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to
rhetoric your way out of the situation. Host, pay attention. Host,
you're trying to rhetoric your way out of the situation.
Are you seeing what's happening?
Exactly what I told Glenn.
I'm answering.
Stop playing the victim, dude.
Calm down.
This is exactly why
Relax.
I have more than one video
of
me
relax?
slamming you on my channel.
Can you calm down? Can you control yourself? Can you take your pills?
Here.
Can you stop and stop panicking, please?
No, nobody's panicking. Why don't you go change your glove? Okay, and stop pretending like you.
Why don't you stop reading off ChatGPT and stop manifesting and stop panicking?
Nobody's
because all your answer was literally
Nobody's
scripted.
Panicking.
Thank you so much, Maverick. I'm gonna respond. No, you're in panic mode.
No, nobody's in panic mode.
So why won't you let me finish?
How could a bird-chested, noodle-armed little boy like you make me
Why
panic?
won't you
Answer
let me
me that
finish?
question.
Oh, and you're losing to one. How about that?
Are you are? I've never lost you a day in my life.
You are right now.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
I'm gonna finish responding. I'm gonna finish responding now. And I'm gonna assume you're equitable and actually
all right, Glenn,
sincere.
I think it's time to move on, dude. This guy doesn't.
Time to move on. Time to move on, guys.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, Glenn, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying about him?
Yeah.
You see how he likes to change it up mid? Yeah. He's ridiculous. And now, mind you, I'm cooking him still in the middle of being at work and talking to other people, and he thinks he's doing something.
Oh man.
Do you see how even when I'm explaining to him how, notice what he did. I'm telling him that the accounts are not in the Quran. Mm-hmm. And the only reason we know about Muhammad and Muhammad having not been identified as what the entity was in the cave, I made it clear, right? Mm-hmm. Now, he was the first one who went to the hadith. Was he not? When I asked him who was it that identified, well, we have this and we have this hadith, we have this hadith. Why is he lying and saying that I'm the one that appealed to the hadith? What was the first question I asked him, Glenn? About the cave. I said, what happened in the cave of Hira?
Right.
He lied and immediately started putting his points in, saying, well, the angel Gabriel identified himself. Brother Glenn, when have you ever heard any version of the story where the entity identified himself as Gabriel in the cave?
I don't see none. I really don't see none. I see all of them in these notes and these brackets and this stuff. That's all I see.
Yeah, exactly. And you know why that is? Mm-hmm. Because even then it wouldn't matter, because you still have to contend with the fact. Now, mind you guys, you'd have to contend with the fact that when in their most trusted sources, according to Muhammad and Khadijah themselves, he ran to Waraka, right? Because Waraka apparently was a Christian and he was an old man and he was blind. Waraka said to him that it was the Namis who appeared to Moses. Brother Glenn, who appeared to Moses in Exodus and in Leviticus? Who appeared to Moses?
God himself.
God himself. Mm-hmm. So now are we saying that Waraka, first of all, identified an entity that he was several miles away from at the time? How could he have possibly identified him, right?
Exactly.
Do you see what we're saying? Now he wants to go to commentators. Can you refute my exegesis? Yes, you fool. Because none of those people were there, and many of them didn't know Muhammad anyway. Did you see how he reacted when I asked him to substantiate the chain of narration?
Yep.
I am so grateful to God that I requested when I did, because I didn't even know that was him, and God put me here to intercept that guy, because all he wanted to do, look at how pathetic he is. He's going to a smaller Christian, and not that your ministry is insignificant at all, Glenn, not at all. But what he's doing is he's trying to troll. He's trying to go from Christian channel to Christian channel, trying to get a clip, because that's how insignificant he's become. He's gotten blasted on the Islamic dilemma so many times that he is desperately trying to find relevance again, and it's really sad. It is really, really sad.
Celebrating Jesus tonight, we sing praises.
We sing praises to our King, for He is the King of Kings. We sing praises to our King, for He is the King of Kings.
Everybody sing Jesus tonight. We sing praises. Everybody sing.